All right, welcome to week 2 of June. And I week 2 already. Like, I cannot, first of all, believe that it's June, much less that like we're already in week 2. I feel like I just did week 1 of this presentation and here we are in week 2. But that's just proof. This business just goes on and on and on. And I love real estate for that reason, because there's always something to do in this business. I like to think of my real estate business as kind of a doorway to do all these other things that there are available in real estate. And that's one of the reasons I love Epic so much, is because there's multiple streams of income to be made in this business. And so you just got to figure out, like, what can you do? So that's why we're here today. So welcome to my Freedom to Flourish Real Estate Abundance Plan coaching call that I do every Tuesday at noon. However, it's in pieces. So we're going to go over that today and talk a little bit about where we're at and what this looks like. So I'm Loding. I've been a real estate agent for 22 years now. I'm what I just call a career realtor. There's realtors that get into it part-time. There's realtors who go become mega agents. I'm just a career realtor. I've been doing it that whole time. I do anywhere from 30 to 55, 60 transactions a year, every year, consistently until this last year. This last year's been one of the worst years for my real estate business, but I've also been building and coaching and training and mentoring and doing a lot of other things as well. But I do still have a real estate business. So I'm in the trenches with you guys. I just have a team and I've learned how to leverage a lot. So I co-authored a book about a couple of years ago called Step Into Your Brave. And you know what? When you become an entrepreneur and a real estate agent, that's what you're doing. You are literally stepping into your brave. So I love the title of that book. And that's a #1 bestseller on Amazon. And so anybody could get a copy of that. And it's a group of women's stories and how they have overcome things in their life in order to really step into their brave and move on and like get past it. So I always say, like, I'm here to get the most I could get out of this life. And I love that I chose real estate as a career and I've been able to do that. I'm a mom of 4 sons and 7 grandsons, and I'm a survivor of childhood trauma. I like to call that drama trauma, because really, you know, my family was just living life the best that they could and just turned out to be a lot of trauma involved in it. But anyway, my whole point for all of this, you guys, is if I could do this, anyone can do this. So I want to talk about what these weeks look like. I created this whole system called Freedom to Flourish and Building Your Real Estate Abundance Plan because I had to create a system for myself. I was just an agent walking the halls of KW in 2012, and I kept looking at all these other real estate agents going, man, what are they doing? Like, their doors are closed. They have these signs on the door that say, do not bother me, I'm prospecting. And I just wanted to know, like, what does that mean? Like, how do you prospect? Like, I want to prospect, you know. All I had ever done to have my own real estate business was just make friends, like community and connections, and just, you know, I was lucky enough in 2002 when I got my real estate license to do it in my hometown in California. I was first licensed in California, and I've had a billboard up and people just called me. Like, I did open houses and I did phone duty and they just called me. And I was, you know, selling 10 million in my first year of real estate, winning awards and doing all that. And so I just kept doing all that. But in 2012, when I joined KW, like, that was a different market. That was not the things that were going on. And I had to pivot, I had to adjust, and I had to figure out a different way to do it. And I did. And I've done it several times since, because that's what this is all about. So I had to create my own system, and that system consists of these 4 pillars. I had to break all of this stuff that we do. Like, you guys, raise your hand if you're overwhelmed in this business. Like, every single day, you're like, I just want to do some deals. But it's about so much more than doing some deals. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, so
Yes,
I'm gonna mute
but
somebody.
there's
Hold
someone,
on.
there is someone unmuted.
Somebody's unmuted. I'm gonna mute them. Okay. If you can, make sure you're muted, please, because that throws me off when I hear people. And I know my headphones are about to go dead. So, anyway, so I had to compartmentalize. I had to figure out what it was I needed to work on in my own business and when did I need to work on that and how do I build this when I got to do 100 different things and they're all coming from these different areas that everybody keeps telling me are important, but what is it? So I came up with this 4 pillars. No matter what you're working on in your real estate business, you are working on one of these pillars. And the first one is mindset. We went over that last week. If you need the recording, I'll put the recording to that one in the chat box, but you should have got the recording if you're on the abundance plan. You have that recording. That's where it all starts. Every first Tuesday of every month of every year, I've been doing it for like 3 years now. We do a mindset on that first Tuesday and we open up the plan, which I'm going to share with you guys again today here in a little bit. I'm going to show you where all these tools are. But it's really, you've got to get the right mindset. And for me, that was a lot of it was like, I just didn't believe in myself enough to ever realize I was actually already successful. And so I just always thought, I'm a failure. I can't do this. Like I had to really do some work on my mindset. Um, and if that's you and you feel like you're doing that, like I have certain books that I would highly suggest for people to help them through things. This was a really kind of game changer for me. It's called The Mountain Is You. And that's a real, if you're lacking confidence and you need help on your mindset, this is a phenomenal book. So that's one that I suggest a lot in mindset. But that was last week. So that call's done. Now here we are, we're going to talk about foundations and I'm going to go through a few slides and I want you guys to take note. I want you to really keep notes of what's missing in your business and where you think you need to improve and take the next week and work on these foundational systems because the next week, next Tuesday, we're going to talk about automations and then we're going to talk about lead generation funnels. And all 4 of these pillars go together and they can be implemented now and they could be perfected later. So I don't want you to walk away today overwhelmed. I want you to walk away today thinking, oh my gosh, like I have a plan. I can do this. And if I do this, I will find a couple of deals. Like, this is such a great business. If we just have one closing a month, like that's 12 a year. You guys, anyone can do that. We can do that. So with this system, if you work it and you get these things set up, so we're going to go ahead and dig into foundations. I'm going to skip over all this stuff from mindset because we did that last week. So we're going to just talk about foundations. And foundations are going to be different for everybody. However, there's a few, and I 100% believe the ones I'm going to share with you today are the few that we all need. But you might say, well, this is very important to me. That's fine. You get to make up your own abundance plan. These are just the ones that I have come up with for agents that we need to make sure we know a platform, we know how to use it. We time block to allow ourselves to learn the lessons that Epic Realty offers you. Or if you're not with Epic, then you know what? YouTube offers it. It's out there. The education is out there. You just got to go push play and learn it and take the time and do it. But sit down and really think about what you want your business to look like in a year from now. What are the systems? What are the foundational pieces? And in week 4, the lead generation funnels that you want to be working on. Not that you should be, like some people are saying, like, you got to do expireds right now, or you got to do for sale by owners. No, you don't. You can choose what lead generation funnels you want to do. And we'll talk about that more in week 5, but you'll hear me refer to it a lot because that's where we go put our stuff out there and connect with the buyers and the sellers that are raising their hand to work with us. Like that's where the leads come from. But if you don't have these other things set up, it isn't going to matter because you're not going to do the work in those areas because you don't have your system set up. So these are the few right here. I'm going to talk a little bit about them. CRM, your contact relationship management system. Who in here, by a raise of your hand, either if you're on video, I don't see everybody, but you could just raise your hand. Who has their CRM, their contact relationship management system, up and running and campaigns going? Like, I don't know what it's doing. Oh, see, my headphones stopped. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. Time, time out. Okay, can you still hear me? Admit. Hold on, I gotta let somebody in. All right, can you guys hear me okay? Susan, shake your head yes if you can hear me, because you're the only one I see.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay, just changed my volume. All right, so your contact relationship management system. I like to think of this as I started a small business in real estate. And my small business has a doorway. That doorway is my website. My website, through the content that I'm going to put out into the world, which we'll talk about that in week 4 with your offers and all of the different things I'm going to show you guys how to do. But that doorway to my business, my small business, let's just compare it to a boutique, like a little boutique or a bakery, whatever, any kind of little small business. Those people are going to, have a door, and then you walk through the door and you go into their business and you buy from them. But with us as real estate agents, our doorway is our website. And then they get into our world and they see and learn about us. And through our contact relationship management system, which is the back end of that for us, it's Lofty. Those campaigns, those newsletters, those messages, those phone calls, that's how we're going to prove to them that we're the real estate agent that they could trust. All of that magic happens in the follow-up. And I know you guys have heard this, the magic happens in the follow-up, right? So I don't know why real estate agents think it's all about getting leads now. It's not about getting the leads now. It's about filling your pipeline now. So when those leads are ready to buy or sell real estate, you're the one they're going to call because you've been in front of them. You've been proving yourself through the marketing campaigns that we're going to build. And then they're going to be calling you. And so that is what your CRM is all about. It's your storefront. It's how you do business. All right. Then you're going to build your VIP database. I'm going to give you a link, and I would highly recommend that you go add as many of the people in your phone, in your Facebook, in your email, in your world. Get them onto this VIP database so you could upload that into your CRM at some point. And those are your people. Like, that's your VIP people. Those are the people that are going to, that already know you, love you, trust you, and are going to send you business eventually. But you've got to prove to them that you're the one, because there's a real estate agent on every corner. Like, we're out there. It's not easy to get your real estate license, but it's even harder to actually have a real estate business. So these are the tools, and this is the way that you could do it. All right, branding. Let's talk about branding, logos and colors. It's really important that you're able to put pieces together. Until you can hire somebody else to do that for you, this is up to you. We do that through Canva. We're so lucky today. Like, when I first got my real estate license, I didn't have to do any of this, but guess what I did have to do? I had to pay thousands of dollars to a marketing company to tell me that I had to put up a billboard, and they did all of that for me. But it cost me thousands of dollars to do it. Did it pay off? Yes, it did, because that same marketing company gave me box seats to a ZZ Top concert that I'll never forget. So, so it was worth it. But, we don't have to do that these days. We could do this ourselves, or you could pay. Or if you're with Epic, we have Social Bay. Social Bay, you could go in and customize that to send marketing pieces for you. But you still need to choose a logo, even if it's just your name by a sunflower, like I do for Dawn Loading. Like, that's my logo for Dawn Loading. I'll have a different one for the Loading group.
and it means something to me. It's special. I like it. It's got a tree and a house, an oak tree, because I want to be rooted and I want to grow and I want to be fruitful. So I put something that was meaningful to me in my logo for the loading group. And I love Fiverr. Like, for those of you who don't have a logo and you just want to create one and you want something cheap, Etsy is really good. ETSY. There's a ton of real estate marketing pieces that you can uh, purchase on Etsy, and then they'll give you a template and you can customize it. Super easy. And then Fiverr logo maker. That's where I did my loading group logo this time. Last time I did my logos for the loading group, I paid $500 and I was never even happy with them. This time I think I paid 50 and I love it. And so everything is moving at a speed we can't even keep up with. And so, implement now, perfect later, learn what to do, but stick with these basic few things and let's just stay in your own lane and work on your business and not add any more of the bright, shiny objects. If you guys will just stick with me through the end of this month, you can come back next month if you want. This is free. I don't charge anything for this, and I'm not a coach, so I'm not selling you anything either. So anyway, logos and colors. I think it's really important that you get that stuff so that you can upload it into Canva and do the branding right inside of Canva. And then you'll be able to go in and create your own offers. We're going to talk about offers a lot more on week 4 because an offer is what is going to be at the top of your funnel, your lead generation funnel that you're going to put out into the world. And you guys, my week 4 is like my favorite class. I've come so far with that and really put it together in a way that I think agents can really take something away from it and go create an amazing funnel and get in touch with those leads to pour them into your business. So we're going to talk about offers, but that's really important. And I'm going to actually, when I'm done here, when I get to the bottom, I'm going to fast forward because I want you guys to think about an offer that you can just start out with right now and really think about moving forward to work on for your business. Canva, social media sites. What are your major platforms? I post on everything, but I didn't always do that. Pick one. And I pick the one you're on. If it's Facebook, that's great. Research shows that Facebook has the most amount of buyers that are more likely to connect with you and sellers. Instagram has a lot lower age range, but you could go to Google and just search probably like reports, but NAR has reports of what social media platforms are the best for real estate agents. You've just got to go do your research. I just do it on all of them, but to start out, I would pick one. And if I had to choose for you, I would choose Facebook. But I'm not you and you are you, so you got to pick whatever's best for you. But it is really important that you connect with your people. So when you go do that VIP database and you have 50 people on it, you're going to want to go find them on whatever social media platform they're on, because that's where they're going to see the business you're doing. Either that, or you're going to email them a newsletter, or you're going to call them. But just calling them will most likely not be enough in these days. In this day and time, you need to have your Google My Business page set up. You need to have your Facebook business page set up. You need to get these things, because the first thing people are going to go do is they're going to go research you on Google and see where you're at. And it's just really easy to get all of this stuff set up. So why not? Let's do it. Take this time over this next week and go get these things done. And then I want to say something about Realtor basics. I have this in here for brand new agents. One of the things I feel that brand new agents lack, and for every good reason, and there's not a problem with this, and there's even some agents who've been doing this for a long time, is confidence. Confidence is huge. You're trying to sell somebody's most expensive thing that they have, and it's really hard to do if you don't have the confidence in yourself as an agent. So it's really important for brand new agents to go take every class that their board of realtors offers. Go take them, learn how to use your MLS, learn how to run comps, learn how to do a CMA. Those classes are out there for you at your local board of realtors. I guarantee if you log in and you look at their calendar, they have classes and a lot of them are free. Onboarding, but a lot of agents don't go do it. And then they don't know how to do a CMA. So build your confidence and just take the rest of this month, go take every class that they have and get these foundational pieces set up. And then next week, we're going to work on some automations. That's kind of a short week, but you might take take that week too to continue working on your foundation pieces because and I have a gift. I have like a really cool thing that I'm implementing for next week for automation. So I hope you guys come back because I'm going to give you guys a Google Drive link to add a lot of automations into your own Google Drive. So that's kind of cool. But then we're going to go the next week, we're going to dig into funnels. And I want to talk really quick about offers. I want to get to one thing real quick here, and I want to talk about an offer. And these are all the things from week 4. But the only thing I want you to think about today is what is your public offer going to be? I'm going to go over all this other stuff later. But right now, I want you to think of one funnel. Is it going to be do you want to work with seniors? Do you want to, that would be a funnel, working with seniors. Do you want to work with probates? That would be a funnel. Do you want to work with a relocation guide? That would be a funnel. Do you want to work with first-time home buyers? That would be a funnel. What funnel is going to speak to you? That's what I want you to think about because in week 4, after we get all of this stuff done, we're going to build your offer, which is going to be your guide. And we're going to teach you how to do a funnel through Lofty and get that all set up. So think about different things that you have thought about over the years and just pick one. Don't pick 5. Don't pick one because we're gonna get an offer together for your VIP people. We're gonna talk about your passion community and you're gonna have an offer for that. And then the rest are all just public offers. Like I love a relocation guide, but I also at one point wanted to do seniors and there's all these different things that you can do. I'm going to show you another not muted. Let me take the time. Okay, maybe you muted because now I don't see anybody. It's not muted. All right, so forgot where I was. Anyway, so think about what kind of public offer you would want to do. And then we're going to go that's all I want. I just want you to think about that offer because that's going to be a key foundation for you in your business. Okay. So I want to now take you to my Facebook group, my private group. And that is in Facebook. It's called Real Estate Untangled because I'm trying to help agents untangle this business and help them build a business because like it's just such a great career path being a real estate agent. I love it. So this is my page. So if you're not a part of this page, then you could go find it. And let me just put the link in the chat real quick. Hold on. I don't need all of that. I just need this. Copy. I'm going to put this in the chat. Oh, I have messages in the chat. Hold on. Okay, so oops. Sorry, hold on. Okay, there's the link to my Facebook group. Okay, so once you're in there, you could go in here to featured, and in featured, you're going to see my link tree. And in my link tree, if you click it, it'll open up and it looks like this. This is where you can get the tools that I use throughout this entire call. So I highly advise you to bookmark this. If you think you're going to want to visit this again, bookmark it. I love bookmarks because no one can remember, including me, where they visited, what it was. So I know if I log in and I look at my to-do daily, like that's where my important stuff goes. I bookmark it and I put it there, and then I always have it. So all you have to do to bookmark this is just click the star, and then you can save it wherever you want. I got a lot and I know where they're all at, but you will probably just have your bookmarks bar and not a folder, but that's okay. Just put it on your bookmarks bar. So save it there. And then this is where you can either one, sign up for the reminder. So that's the actual link to sign up for my Freedom to Flourish stuff right there. And then the abundance plan download. This is where the magic happens, you guys. This is what I want to open real quick. And this is your copy of your very own plan that you could track throughout these 4 weeks that we're doing. And so if you scroll through here, you're going to make a copy of this first. See, it says make a copy. So you're going to open it up. If you want to save it, open it up, click file and click make a copy. And then you'll be able to just rename it and save it. And then you'll be able to click make a copy and you'll be able to edit it. So it'll be yours then, not my template. You won't be able to edit this template because I have it locked because I learned the hard way. So here are the 4 different pillars that we're working on. Last week we did mindset, and in mindset, and I'll share the video. I'll go pull it up on YouTube and share it here in a minute. But we talked about building the plan, your mindset and the plan. And I talked for a whole hour on all this stuff, but what's your why? Why do you want to do it? What's your vision? Where do you want to go? Stuff like that. So week 2, now we're on foundations. And here's all the links. I have the link to Adam Frank's Lofty Lessons right here. So you could go to that. Another piece that I threw in here was Sylvia Dana's digital domination checklist, because she's like the queen of all the digital stuff. So she has a lot of great stuff in there if you wanted to use any of that. And, whatever you decide to do, as you figure it all out, post, not past, but post. Dawn, post the links here so you have them in your very own plan. And then you get to move it around, edit it, whatever. Here's a link to the VIP database spreadsheet. That's the one that I would love to see you guys add at least just one person a day. Anybody can find one person in their phone, in their Facebook, somewhere to add to that VIP database. That's huge. You guys want to see my VIP database and what that looks like? Like, that is like, I started this back in 2012 when I was at KW, and this is what it looks like now. These are all the people that I just pretty much have no doubt that if they were buying or selling real estate, they would be calling me to help them. And then since I've built a team, I have 2 tabs, and my past clients tab is here. So this is my team. These are people that I've closed a deal with my team, and I've never even met them. And they're in my database, and they get my newsletters and they get my marketing pieces, and they follow me on social media. And I've just built that over the years, and you can too, but you got to just start somewhere. So just start by adding, try to have 25 people on your own VIP sphere, which you could also get right here. Here it is also. You can make a copy. So right now, though, I got out of it, the abundance plan. Hold on. Well, darn. Oh, here's the challenge. I accidentally opened that. So at the bottom of the challenge is the place for you to put in your email address and everything so you could get the recordings. But that's also not what I wanted to show you. Back to the download. So just download this and then open it every day and just stay in the pillar that we're in right now and spend the week not worrying about the next one or the first one even. If you want to go back and do the first one first so you get that done, go for it. And then work on your CRM and your branding and your colors. And if you don't get done, don't worry about it. Come back next week. Let's work on automations, and then we'll start over again next month in July. I'm going to do it again in July. Every month, I'm just going to come back and help you guys pick these things out so that you actually have a business plan, AKA abundance plan. Because if you get this stuff built out, that's when the deals will start to happen for you. All right. So now I am going to stop recording, And I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop recording.